Today, I'd like to show you how to make a simple mod in Hex. The vast majority of game systems in Hex can be modded, but in this simple demonstration, I'll just be showing you how a user could make an incredibly basic addition to the game. All of the tools and features you need are built into the Windows version of the game. You can make mods using the browser version of the game, and even the web version, but it's easiest to use the Windows version, so that's what we'll use today. First, you need to get into the game by starting a new game or loading a save to go to the settings menu so that you can turn on the scene editor setting. Once this is on, return to the game's main menu. There should now be a new option, the scene editor. Click it now. The scene editor allows you to write cutscene scripts, and there's also an asset library and a sprite rendering tool as well. These will help you write and test out scenes and other codes for your mods. But the main tool is the editor. You can access it by clicking the Open Editor option. This will open a built-in, lightly customized version of a program called Twine. This is the main tool and editor we will use to make our mod. First, we need to provide some basic information about our mod. At minimum, we need to give the mod a name and a version number, which must be an integer. We can add this data by creating special passages with special names. To add the mod's name, create a passage and name it _plugin.name. Then write the name of the mod in the passage's body. For the version number, name the passage _plugin.version. You can also add other metadata, like an author name using the passage name _plugin.author, a description using the name _plugin.description, and even a website or URL that users can access to find more information about your mod using the passage name _plugin.url. Let's name our mod Hello World and set the version to 1. Now that that's out of the way, we should create some content for our mod. Let's add an option to the village location where Iris can go to see a small cutscene. To do this, we'll need our mod to inject some JavaScript code at startup, editing the village location's data and adding our new option. First, we'll create a new passage. This passage will contain JavaScript code to be injected at startup and must be named _init. That is, _init. This will register the passage to run as soon as the main game engine finishes loading. In this passage, we'll use the script macro and the action API to add a new option to the village location in the game. You can pause this video to see the code in detail. An action instance defined by the action API has a scene parameter. A scene is just the passage the action will take the player to when we click the option. Let's set the scene parameter to the value Hello World. We'll now create a new passage also called Hello World, and inside, we can write some text. We should also add a button the player can click to return to the village after they are done. Pause the video to look at the code I'm using in greater detail. Now that the code for our mod has been written, we'll install it to test it. First, compile the mod by clicking the Build tab at the top of the screen, then pressing play. You do not need to publish to file or anything else. Playing the mod is enough. This should immediately give you the option to save your mod file to your system. Place the file somewhere where you can easily find it. Then close the mod editor and return to the main menu. From here, use the mod manager option, then load the mod file you just made. Click save and restart. Once the mod file is loaded, you can simply replace the existing mod file with new versions to update it with new changes. If you want to double-check that your mod has been successfully loaded, you can return to the mod manager screen to confirm the information is correct. Now that the mod is loaded, let's head to the village and click our new option. As you can see, the mod does indeed work. Again, this is just a basic mod. We can add practically anything to the game using the mod tools. But for now, I recommend sticking to creating basic scenes and experimenting with adding new game options and new cutscenes. Modding documentation and guides will be coming out over the next few weeks to help cover more advanced topics. What sort of mods do you want to create? Let me know if there are specific ideas you have, as I can focus my efforts on making documentation and guides for those subjects first. Thank you for watching, and happy modding. Bye bye.